And it's Violent Brian showing his face again.
Damn.
And it's going to be going up against Psycho in the Kim. Now, you said, one of your arguments was, yo, BrayanJob is probably up for the run of MVP. Talk to me something about it.
So he's been setting the pace quite a bit when it came to regulation season, right? Although he hasn't necessarily set it for FlyQuest specifically, they've been saving him for some really pivotal moments against this team. And guess what? He has provided. He has taken down Riddles and Punk to God in both exchanges. So he might just be one of the best key players to start it off for 2-game.
All right, well, here we go. 2-game in BrayanJob. FlyQuest with the Psycho. We're getting into it, and this momentum is already looking like it's on the side of 2-game in BrayanJob.
Look at the amount of control coming in from the soul bomb. The sway actually does get checked in reaction from Psycho for the slide. That was excellent.
I mean, that's definitely a thing you need to worry about. That funky sway is definitely going to make Kimberly second-guess some of her approaches, especially when she's got that ground control.
Oh, I like that, but it was the optional select coming in from Psycho. Didn't take too much damage. Didn't take any damage to the driving as much. We get level 1 though. That's gonna, oh, it whiffed.
Uh-oh. Psycho's got a chance. He got the hit. There's a punish. You're in burnout, and that's the chip sequence if I've ever seen one. Brian's not gonna let you live through that. That guy's violent.
He got all the chip, added on extra dip. He got that dub. And the neutral jump coming in against Psycho already against the slide. Already into the east side of this corner.
Oh,
Perfect
nice,
parry.
perfect parry. And I like that neutral jump. It deals with multiple things, the slide, a bad place teleport, and we know they like to control the ground with the Kimberly. But once again, fighting back to this corner, BrayanJob in full control. Remember, this is best of 3, first to 2. 10 points on the line. 50 is where they're trying to go, and that's gonna be the first game to BrayanJob and 2-game. And Blaz instantly walked up. He's like, yo, don't let him do that. I love that's another part of this team.
That's terrifying, by the way. When you have Blaz, he is also considered part of like the group of mad scientists in the world of Street Fighter. You know how many times he's adapted to certain players? If he's coming up to the bench and informing BrayanJob of certain things, like that makes me terrified. And then Juninho-RAS steps up to the plate and be like, yo,
oh man,
just in case you didn't know, just in case it wasn't enough for Blaz, let me drop you with some knowledge.
Multifaceted coaching, right? Like Juninho-RAS can give you the tech and he's gonna give you the support, but also you still get the tech from somebody like Blaz, who already shifted the game already, pulling out the Sagat. We're going into game 2, BrayanJob looking real good. This pace definitely favors him. And look, if I'm fighting Kimberly, I want the match to last as long as possible. Oh, big pickup once again.
Insane amounts of damage can be showing out from the side of Dee Jay, but these frame chops are so potent as well.
Oh
damn, son, look at the connection. Well, they got service all around the world with that kind of link. Snap on it. We got the perfect, ladies and gentlemen. BrayanJob doing his job. Look at that match point. Anti-air to start off. Psycho hasn't found the opening.
Got the counter hit, didn't get the combo, but gets the pickup on the back end. Now he's fighting in this corner. She excels there. My man BrayanJob jabbed out anyway. Psycho ready with the confirm and the chase on the jump out, and another push to the other side of the screen. Now this is the momentum you want if you're a Kimberly, not that with the jab stoppage right there from Brian.
Excellent call against the run, right? BrayanJob, speaking of running it down, you do have the drive rush. It's very evident to assault, very difficult to contest. But how do you survive? A single hit for BrayanJob will do it. He's looking for an opening. Psycho trying his hardest not to give it to him. Not a single throw. Not at all yet from BrayanJob. He's been relying on so many normals. What a sharp ankle. Psycho coming in for the top ropes with the elbow drop. Level 1. You gotta spend it. More than enough damage. Doesn't need the can.
Okay. 1 round apiece in this game, number 1. Psycho with a smart rebuttal, but he needs this next round. He can't lose another one. Whoa.
There's the throw we were looking for. Steps on it.
Perfect.
Gets the perfect parry. Crouching medium punch to start. Does seeking the overhead yet again. Psycho just backing away immediately afterwards. That link, nice work.
Oh, a nice series here from Psycho. No, catches the drive rush into the super. You gonna spin that can? Yes, sir. Teleport. Watch that level 3. Brian will do it. He's one of them. What an anti-air. Watch that pressure.
Give me that.
And that's what I'm talking about. DI in the corner. He's got 2 bars. Psycho, don't drop that yellow cake. Level 3, let's go. And that's gonna do it. Man, that was looking real scary though.
That was terrifying.
That was terrifying, bro.
I didn't find a single time to press a button.
Same. I was like, when is he gonna get a turn to play?
And he had critical arts, Steve. Or, I mean, like, he had level 3 prior to getting into, like, critical territory, but it's still so dangerous, man.
You know how this works, bro. The mental stack is there. Of course you're thinking about DI, but the opponent knows that, so they're not going to DI. Not when you expect it anyway. Drive reversal.
Oh, on the other side, catching the knee shot as it recovers back throw.
Avoids the spray paint can, jabs after the drive rush. Final fight combo, throw to the corner, punish, counter throw. Psycho, he's getting out of control. We need to call him. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. He got the throw controls. He got the crouching medium punch. I was trying to say pest control, but you know what I'm trying to say. Either way, no pesky throw loops here.
And now you really got to be careful. Kimberly not having the best options on wake up, especially worse when she's so close to burnout.
Ooh. I was wondering whether or not she would give it a link, but either way, we got hella damage incoming. You know what time it is. How often do we do this?
All day, every day. Psycho taking it back. Now has the lead in the set. One more round. 10 points for this FlyQuest.
And what a way to introduce themselves to each other, right? They hadn't played at all during regulation season. It's the first engagement. Brian does have plus frames after that sunrise heal, but has to back away. There's a little bit of a punish counter, but I think too far to link anything out of it.
Oh, yep, the fake out. Hit him with the feint, go for the throw, take advantage of it.
And we got the fake babies on deck, baby.
Okay, almost got caught slipping.
What do you do about this, though? How do you clutch out the round? How do you close the round? This is actually a great start, right? Nice and easy. Not even gonna need the level 1, just all going to the jackknife.
Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better scenario. Final game between these two in the first battle.
Beautiful block, by the way.
Those are some clutch situations, man. That walk speed is scary. You don't know if she's going to go for a throw, go for a slide, bait you out with some of these forward moving heavy buttons that she has.
Oh.
Okay.
Brian actually tried to move immediately after those plethora of jabs. The final hit actually getting it, but Psycho more impressively getting the confirm, landing this level 3. Ninja Star Cypher, we're going to get that boost.
Oh, the burnout is there. And look, BrayanJob still has the level 3, but he goes for the level 2. It's not gonna work. Psycho putting points on the board with a perfect and send him home. BrayanJob goes down, Psycho goes up, and so does FlyQuest. That's gonna be 10 points.
No, and Psycho was looking at the screen. He's like, I knew you were gonna do it. If you saw his facial expression throughout the entirety of that block string, he was in there. He's got the credentials. He's here for a reason.
Man, this dude Psycho, look, I feel like he kind of like sneaked under a lot of people's. He is kind of crazy and deranged. I definitely feel like he sneaks under a lot of people's radar, right? I mean, we see him here for SFL, but I think people forget just how strong of a weapon he is on this team. And on top of that, we talked about the character representation on the side of 2 game, but also he's the only Kimberly. It's just him, you know?
At this moment, yeah. I mean, like, he's proved himself not even just in this season.
Yeah.
But he proved himself last season. He proved himself in Japan.
Yep.
He is definitely one of the strongest Kimberlys in the world.
Easy.
And he's marked it through the big W's he's gotten over the course of multiple events.
And look, and just the pressure here, right? Just reset, make him swing, knows that he's in burnout, and make him cash out on something big if he did so. And he staggered it just enough to where even if you did that level 2, I still would have been able to block it.
Yeah, and even so, we had some pretty big highlighted moments coming in from BrayanJob, right? Where
it's Shaka. Where do you get the experience to play a character at this level that Shaka is? He has some of the better conversions. He's always ready. And look, we saw this in that Shopify Rebellion match. When he played Knuckle-Doo, I'm like, who is Knuckle-Doo fighting that's going to give him that XP for that?
I do have a slight rebuttal on that
Go
one.
ahead.
FlyQuest had actually taken the trip to Japan to face off against
yeah.
all the players from SFL in those both Division S and Division F. You had the opportunities to play against YHC Mochi in Division F, I do believe, and then Tori Meshi from Division S.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
I might have mixed up which division. But either way, that's 2 premier Dhalsims. However, does it translate to the victory? Not necessarily so. Again, we harped on it earlier. Shaka took down Nephew 2-1. Although it was close, you still have the idea of like, you know what? Maybe I could run with it again. Maybe I could show a different look and get the W over Nephew again. But it's still a valid point. Who do you get to practice up with consistently? And it's not even just with the premier Dhalsims. They play 2 different styles.
Yeah,
There's so much touch and go for the side of Tori Meshi. There's more of like a wait and bait style from YC Mochi. But then you have Shaka, who's mad aggressive.
That's facts. That's facts. And I feel like he has a way of being like, He controls the pace better than some of the faster walk speed characters, and it's because of those limbs and his awareness. His conversions really do set him above when it comes to fighting him. You're going to be like, oh, I got away. No, you didn't. Shaka is ready, and he definitely has a rebuttal for what you're trying to put down. But here we go. We get the head nod from the two players. Shaka versus Nephew. 2-game versus FlyQuest. Best of 3. 10 points on the line for these two teams.
Let's get into it. Let's see what the control is like or what the options are for Shaka primarily, right? We're so looking forward to seeing like what Dhalsim does at the beginning of the match to set the tone.
Yeah, of course. If you look for the jump back. You look for just even them ready shooting with a projectile, the jump, just to see how they're going to react first. And we're looking like a more aggressive Dhalsim in this round, at least, for Shaka. And look at that, keeping the distance. And I feel like that's one of the best things you can do versus Juri. If she doesn't get close, what is she going to do?
Very difficult to call, but we'll find out. Damn, son, long distance connection. Sit him back down, dribbling on him too.
Not the dribble. Oh, the backdash. Hold up, the throw. Oh.
What a space trap from Shaka.
Oh, I like that. Looking for the throw. Back throw of his own. Nephew, need to do something.
What do you do about it, though? Great block on the overhead. That would have spelled just pretty much death for that first round.
Oh!
What a call! Yo, Shaka, you're actually OD. You're actually OD. Going for the teleport instead, catching the punish counter on the jump. What?
Bruh. What did I say? He's always prepared. You think he's not there, and you're like, oh, he wasn't ready for that. Yes, I was.
Wild, son. On the way down.
Oh, wow. Nice placement right there, the drive rush. Actually flips him, gets the counter hit. Nephew trying to run away with it. With the forward throw in the corner. Big life lead. Rinse and repeat, tries to get a reaction. The backdash finds nothing. The drill, the rebuttal with the OD uppercut. Nephew wants to keep the momentum. He does so. A round on the board. One apiece. Game 1.
It's so difficult, right? It's feast or famine when it comes to someone like Dhalsim, right? There are ways for him to kind of get these big openings, knock you down and set up quite well, or even for full screen. But when Nephew comes to play, an error from Shaka. He shook his head off of that one, trying to go for the Inferno, or for the Blaz, excuse me.
And that's one of the issues when you fight Dhalsim, and knowing how to properly punish those long limbs and continuing and following up on. I feel like that's a rare miss on the side of Nephew. Drive rush in. He's got 3 bars. You know he's taking it to the bank. Game number 1 is going to go to FlyQuest and Nephew.
Bang! What do we talk about, right? Feast or famine. Either Dhalsim has full control of the screen, whether it's in the mid-range game, 3/4 of the screen, in the corner, he's going to have a great time. But if you're in the corner as Dhalsim, best believe you do not have the reversal options, whether it be super, whether it be with your drive gauge. Hell, you don't even have the mobility sometimes.
That's facts. That's facts. That's why, but that's also why Shaka in that backdash in the corner to switch the momentum is even more impressive, because he's literally got to wait to make that happen. But Here we go. And now going more to the projectile game. Definitely more offensive, but more projectiles now.
Excellent call, too. It really prevents Nephew and kind of like double checks him from going in with drive rushes or these dashes, right? You're setting up the obstacle course of punch. And also some of these preemptive limbs, even if you try to buffer behind it, it could fall short. Hence why Shaka got that very important punish. But now, punish counter from the side of Nephew. Level 1. Push him to the corner.
Yeah, we touched on that, too. Having a proper punish versus some of these limbs and the ranges that Dhalsim plays in, while he still was able to hit a button. Long distance super, big damage on the table.
Damn.
Shaka's got an opportunity. Teleport back, build some space, looking for any exchange. The right hit can close it out. Follows behind the fireball, let it bounce once or twice.
Can't do it again. It wouldn't. Oh, Nephew, foot to face now. How do you like? He ran right into the roundhouse. Oh my God, the jump in.
Willing to play back a little bit this time. Nephew says, you know what? Now I'm going to jump. Multiple throws. More than half life already gone. Tries to sneak in the overhead. Shaka doesn't bite, but he gets the confirm. Fights back to the middle of the screen. Sets up the slide. The throw whiffs, but he's still fighting.
Well, that's pretty cool. He actually got a counter hit on that divine kick, but didn't get to follow up. He tried to double back. Oh my Lord. No confirm again. Another drop.
Third time that's happened. Once again, it's something you got to think about. You didn't jump, did you? No, I didn't, and that's very smart to do. Dhalsims like to do that because they know you try to like jump them in the corner, stay there. That's a great option to catch it, but it's not the right one this time.
Oh, the whiff punish. Nephew not going to drop it this time. Does get the target combo into the level 1. Shaka is in trouble. Match point for Nephew, by the way. Does stop the initial jump. Looking to parry. Shaka can't find the rounds. He does so. That wasn't a full combo, by the way. That was a punish counter drill.
Great anti-air. Sets up into that big yoga flame.
That was only 3 hits. I wonder if Nephew tried to jump out of the way.
Drive rush behind it. I like that. Get some more of that screen control. You don't have the movement options for some of these other characters, but you got better control than most of them. The drill punish counter.
That one's different. Did get a full swing for that one. Full combo with a forward throw. Bringing Dhalsim to the corner is kind of dangerous.
I like that. Going to the normal. Knows Nephew was going to swing. Gets the confirm and the knockdown. Still fighting at the deficit and out of this corner. But I love the movement options. Use the fireball to cover your approach and make Nephew wait.
He can do it again, by the way. He does have a healthy amount of drive gauge. He's not going to do it. Oh, not going to punish. I think it was too far out. Forward throw now. Shotgun, can you switch over? Oh, that was so delayed.
Look at that drive bar. Nephew was paying attention to check, but he didn't know what to do afterwards.
Damn, just like that, Shotgun drained of his drive gauge, one of the biggest resources he needs.
Oh my gosh.
No way!
Not a shot. Not a shot. Nephew takes it 2-0 over Shaka, and that matchup was it looked like it was a little dicey at first. I was a little afraid because he missed a couple of those confirms, even though he got the big whip punish on the limbs, dropped a couple of combos, and I'm like, man, you don't want Shaka to get another chance, but still, great contesting no matter where he was on the screen. One of the reasons I'm a big fan of Shaka.
Damn, that was an anime moment too. Nephew came back towards the bench, tapped the captain on the back. He's like, all right, I'm good.
Go ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. What he sounds like, I feel like. Nephew, I'm just saying, man. I know you don't have the headset on.
You know
sometimes
how he
you sound like that. You know it.
You know how he sounds.
Yeah, all right, Baldy. Crazy. Anyways, taking a look at it too, we talked about these moments where Dhalsim can be in full control. He deals a decent amount of damage on top of that for these resets. Quite tricky. But what happens when he's on the other side of the corner?
Yeah, that's the hardest part, right? Like, I love the fact that he was very willing to control the screen, but Nephew knows, like, that ground control is important. He was willing to go for just parry, go in, get the hit, and a few times he dropped these long limb with punishment confirms, but still able to get it in the tail end.
Right.
That definitely made him second guess towards the end of it, and just look at him. Now he's playing super confident.
On the other side, too, I love the discipline from Nephew to have the wherewithal to punish some of these limbs and also not push the agenda when it comes to these OD fireballs. They're going to cover Dhalsim as he moves forward. And even in these moments, just like that, he had the understanding, the game sense to think, he's like, if I drive rush forward, I might be.
It's the fact that he brought something that nobody was expecting in SFL, the Emperor, Sagat, and he brought tech right out of the gate. Stuff that nobody was even trying to punish. Rebuttals versus characters that everybody complained about. Blaz had answers, so maybe he has an answer for Punk. But we're gonna get into it. 20 points on the line. Blaz versus Punk. Capcom Cup caliber matches. You're about to see it. Best of 5, first to 3. Let's go.
Guess what? This is the first time they're going to be fighting off against each other in the anchor spot. Reminder, Psycho was the one that stepped up to Blaz in both instances. This is going to be a very, very firm introduction into the gauntlet. Blaz striking first, tons of damage, and the corner carry from the Emperor.
Ooh.
High step kick, back fierce, make it hurt.
Oh
One more
gosh.
set of tools to destroy your life bar. Hold on, it's a throw first. A chance for Punk.
This is terrifying. And look at him, just prepared to whiff punish with the stand light. Speaking of whiff punish, roundhouse on the side of Punk. Trying to fight a way out of the corner. Blaz just making sure you don't get comfortable jumping and spacing out for the dive kick option too.
Give me that drive reversal. Doesn't want to give Punk any sort of instances. Okay, he does get the whip punish against the low medium kick. Just about a touch and a half for the side of Blaz, or a big punish counter. Whichever comes first. That's a counter hit. One more touch now for Blaz. He gets it. Low medium kick. Highly underrated tool for preventative measures.
Speaking of a tool that we've seen used by Blaz quite a bit and probably more effectively than anybody this season, drive reversal. Blaz has been using crazy amounts of drive reversals to his advantage, taking back the momentum and then putting you in this corner for you to deal with stuff like this. The barrage of kicks. The knees.
Do it again. To the sternum. Oh.
Punk holding his ground. Single jab. Oh.
What a check to the drive rush. Immediate reaction. Low step. Catches on the other side. Punk does at least bring himself back to mid-screen off of that side switch.
But Punk cannot get hit. Punk cannot get hit. That's curtains, bro. That guy hurts. Okay.
Level 2, no shot. Going for the elbow. That's the extension. Give it to me. Oh my God!
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know? Look at Blaz. Yo, look at Blaz though. Yo, when the kids get angry, that's how you know they're gaming. When the kids get angry, that's how you know they're gaming. And you can see that 2-game bench coming alive. They know this is a race to 50, so look, you can go down 20 points and still fight your way back. We saw it in that first match. There's still a chance.
And damn, he spent the entire bank account. He's like, I see one that I like, I'm going all in into that level 1 as well. Oh my God, the micro step forward into the medium punch counter hit.
My man spent the life savings and the kids' the college fund, bro. Nice jab.
Oh. Look at the meaty. Blaz just trying to get out of there. Forward throw. Do you drive rush forward? No, you don't. You just dash up. Blaz knocking on the door. Punk still continuing on with the harassment.
You can see that he's definitely picking his spots a lot more carefully. He knows the Blaz is willing to try to intercept with a jab, a big heavy button, and the range is deceptive. You will get clipped like you just saw right there.
Slight lead in favor of Punk. Crouching medium punch to ring out. Blaz spending a lot of drive gauge. Cannot open up Punk with the money button, but he does so after the low step kick. Hella damage incoming, level 1. You know it.
Bruh.
The king.
Bruh. Young Blaz.
Tell me this character.
Don't you ever doubt it, bro.
Tell me this character's not sick right now.
He's really cool. He's
I'm
really
gonna call
cool.
you a liar.
Oof. I wouldn't do that to you. I know he's cool. Wake up, big bait, rare mistake there for Blaz. Punk's got the momentum in the second game. Excuse me. Second round, second game. Spending a lot of cash here. Look at the drive gauge and look at the positioning for Punk.
That burnout, very imperative for Punk to initiate the assault. We get the sweep, a plethora of different normals, different looks. Opens Blaz up with the counter hit. More than enough damage and also filling that super gauge little by little. A perfect from the side of the FlyQuest cap.
Speaking of super gauge, Blaz working on a third bar, and we've seen the damage output. We've seen what the cash out can do. It's definitely gonna hurt. Trade, perfect parry. That's another thing that Blaz has utilized a lot more, I feel like, than a lot of people this season. Perfect parry.
Overhead does get checked with the parry for the side of Punk. He's still trying to create some space for himself outside of the corner. He started off with a light. Now he's looking for a whip punish. What a neutral jump call out against the low step kick. And OD right behind it for Blaz.
Punk still getting the punish there. Blaz says, I'm gonna steal my turn back. They fight back to the neutral. Slight life lead in favor of Blaz.
Oh.
Ooh, that was crazy. That was so scary.
I mean, he's not punishable. It's going to be negative, but either way, oh, I like that. So he was way out of range to get a crouch jab, but he wasn't out of range for that crouching medium punch. Punish counter. TP level 3. You already know this is the Emperor.
Bruh. Look how he's standing up. Why are you standing up, bro? It's not. Oh, that's a curse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a curse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
We got the look over. Uh-oh.
It rang out in the halls of the fighting game community. What are you standing up for? It's one more, bro. Juninho letting them know. It's all right. Get back in there.
He got me shook a little bit.
Right?
He stood up with conviction.
With
he was
conviction,
like,
bro.
Yeah, that was cool. He was like, he was tapping on the bed. He's like, yeah, I'm nice.
I got it. I got it. Close
No,
out.
you don't want to. No, but he's feeling it right now. He's deeping within himself. He's reaching within himself. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna let this guy just think he got it.
Yep.
He's getting upset.
What a backdash and a whip punish here from Blaz. He said it ain't over, but I want it to be over. You saw the demeanor switch for Punk. Playing a lot more strong when it comes to this up-close game. The perfect parry. Once again, a weapon this dude Blaz has mastered at this point, bro.
Not meaty enough, actually. A little bit too meaty, perhaps. I don't even know what you call it, but it whiffed in daylight, really. In plain sight. Help me.
Tap the legs. That low step kick, drive rush, not guarding your legs again. The knockdown sets up the Tigers. Bro, the placement on the jabs.
It's
Really
so
good for stopping drive rush, right? Like, that's why you put him there.
The delay. He didn't spend the rest of the drive rush. I think he could have got a cancel, but it's still going to be more than enough. Blaz now on match point. Hey, 2 bars apiece from both ends, by the way. It could be a big start for either one if they decide to spend it.
Okay.
Throw.
Punk's got to make a big switch around here. Cannot lose another round.
And this is the matchup he was fearing. Counter hit, gets the extension into the Nexus.
Okay. Could have been a lot worse. Not ready for the cross cut. Just takes the frames with the medium, oh my gosh, into the level 3.
That's going to be Burnout City. Blaz also looking really healthy, both in life, in drive gauge. How do you pursue?
The throw. And this is just so tough to deal with, especially with Sagat. I like that. Use the OD. Oh, that was so smart. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The trade, he was ready for it. Yeah, he stood up because he knows 3-0 on the side of 2 game. And now we got a 20-point tie. Wow.
Insane the way that it's played out, man. So, it's no secret that Punk wanted to avoid that matchup. But you have no choice if your team comes up as the away position first. Now, granted, it was a 3-0 from the side of Blaz. It's still not too bad for themselves as they gear up for the switch around. They have 20 points to their name, tied with 2 game. There is an opportunity to get a shakeup.
I mean, the 20-point victory definitely counts a little more, right? That's 2 team battles that they've already fought through with this 1 victory from Blaz. You got to hope for the shakeup on the side switch. You really got to take advantage of that home advantage after the switch if you really want to take this back.
It is rather difficult, though, when you look at it, too, as you guys are observing the replays. When Blaz is playing that hot and it's a tie game,